Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where we are doing another one of the little, I don't know what to call them actually, emotional drawings? I think that's probably the best way to describe it. And today we are doing one for my friend and Patreon Snowlock, who requested the, I can't remember which number she was now. But he requested that I draw the main character of Madoka Magica. Madoka. I believe I pronounced that correctly. My language pronunciation when it comes to Japanese is still awful, even though I've been trying to learn the basics for a while now. Duolingo, the owl, is threatening to come and kick my door in because I keep not keeping up with the training schedule, because that bird can't teach Japanese properly. Well, at least to me, I'm really struggling with it. I don't know whether or not it's just because I'm too old to learn a new language, but I do want to learn a couple of new languages. I think I might start trying to do Polish next, because I work with Polish people at the moment, so that would make a lot of sense and would probably help in relations, but that's not the point of this video. Today I'm drawing Madoka from Madoka Magica, and I have watched it a long time ago. A very long time ago, so I was really pleased when Snowlock actually created a couple of reaction videos on his channel, which I will link. It's either going to be up on the main screen or in the description down below, simply whichever one I remember to do as I'm uploading this video, because I am terrible for remembering when I should do things. I hope I'm not the only one with that horrible issue, or the good issue, great, whatever you want to call it. It's an issue. We all have them. And this one's mine. And yeah, it's such a sad but beautiful story at the same time. Like, how one person is willing to sacrifice everything to save their best friend, and it still doesn't work. If that happened to me, I would just have probably ended it myself at that point. Oh, I've forgotten her name. It begins with a H. She is my favourite character. Not Madoka. She is. Anyway, this drawing was actually fairly quick to do. Not one of my favourites. Not very good, in my opinion. I know Snowlock was really happy with it, and I know that my Twitch chat was really happy with it, but I personally was not massively impressed with how I managed to do this drawing. It was fun to do, don't get me wrong. I really like doing these little artist drawings, or chat pics, or whatever you want to call it, simply because they really help me like move out of my comfort zone and learn how to do things differently. And that really helps me in my artwork, especially with characters that I don't know. It forces me to, 1, look them up, 2, deal with character designs, and 3, just learn to draw from reference, which is something that all artists need to know, even if its reference is a fan art in this case. If this narration is getting a bit scatterbrained, it's because Loki is trying to climb my shoulders and he's hurt my back. And Growler is prowling around my feet after opening my hand up. I was supposed to start in the new year this wonderful... So in the bottom right hand corner there's the A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawing chart. And I've completed that now over on my Twitch channel. Which I have not completed is the new one, obviously, because we've only just started it this year. I was supposed to be starting that and doing a couple for my patrons and for my Twitch chat. I'm tempted to even offer it as kind of like a Ko-fi thing. I haven't used my Ko-fi for years though, so... But anyway, that's not the point of this. So we're going to be starting the next artist emotions drawing with Cthulhu, which is cool, because who doesn't like the great father of the old ones, as the joke goes. But anyway, there are over 100 of that next artist's impressions thing to do, and oh my gosh, I am looking forward to doing all of them. I have already got some really lovely recommendations for who to draw for each kind of emotion, and there's a couple that I want to do myself, but until that point I don't think I'm gonna really discuss them. But if you're interested, as always, there is my Twitch link down below. If you want to pick before anybody else and secure your slot, I do actually have a Patreon, whereas for little as $1 a month, you can pick these kind of things to be drawn, and you'll get first dibs compared to everybody else. Same for if you subscribe to Twitch, but yeah, but I hate doing self-promos and shameless self-plugs. God, that took me 4 tries to say that word, that series of words. Selfish self-plugs. Gosh, see, I am a mess. I can't do anything that promotes myself. So, yeah. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about anime, which is amazing and cool and lovely. And I have a friend who I used to work with, and she even named her cat Cube after the weird cat-like rabbit creature in this anime series, who's also called Cube, but he's not a good guy. Weirdly, I'm too used to watching Sakura, Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, where all of the cats and the sidekicks and the little winged mouse creatures are good guys, and in this case they really aren't good guys, which is kind of cool. But also, when you find out that they're the reason all of this bad stuff happens, oh god, it's horrific and horrifying, and I'm upset. And also, I hate to say it, I'm pagan. Snowlock knows this, he knows my opinion on this, but I am so sad that witches are always seen to be the bad guys. There's no such thing as good witches in this. And considering myself to be a air quotes good witch, I haven't like caused any harm through my magic as far as I'm aware. It's kind of sad to see. Like, yeah, witches can be bad, but so can wizards. So can sorcerers and other spellcasters of the less feminine variety. Why can't we like have some good witches for a change? Also, the Wappeltingers. Oh my god, I can't pronounce it. I'm German and I can't say this word. The Night of Witches, essentially, that they call it in the anime, is based on an actual Germanic tradition. So on the night of May the 1st, it is Walpurgisnacht. I said it right, I said it slowly, but I said it right. Anyway, that is the night before May Day, Beltana, whatever you want to call it. It is essentially the night where the fairies and spirits run wild. That's where the Wild Hunt comes from. If you don't know what the Wild Hunt is, look it up. It's an amazing set of stories. There's lots of different types of Wild Hunt. So there's the Wild Hunt of Britain, there's the Wild Hunt of Ireland, the Wild Hunt of Scotland, the Wild Hunt of Finland, the Wild Hunt of Germany, and even the Wild Hunt of Poland. And they all have similarities, but they all have differences. But on this particular night, the night of May the 1st, is when you should carry iron with you. It is when witches go out and have a lot of power and cast spells and do all sorts of things for productivity, prosperity, abundance. It is the renewal of life. It is the start of the harvest seasons, the lambing seasons. It is the bringing of abundance into the world. And it's really cool. Like, the minute that I heard that name being said in the anime, I was like, oh god, this is amazing. And then I heard what they did with it, and I wanted to cry, because they have, as much as it's really good, and like, please don't get me wrong, I do love the anime, they don't take into account what these things actually mean to people. It's like, so it's like taking a Christmas, for example, and turning it into a negative thing. So how would you feel if an anime had Christmas? And because it is the celebration of God's birth, the devil was going to come back on this day and cause chaos and riots, and the end of the world was going to happen. And I mean, that would be a really cool story. Like, me just saying this and pitching this is like, oh wow, someone go out there and write it. It would be amazing. I'd love to see it in an anime or a film or whatever. That would be like really cool to see in an anime or a film or something. But the outcry, the horror, the horrific things that you'd have to deal with after this was done, it's kind of upsetting. But anyway, again, I've gone off track again. Thank you so much to Snowlock for getting me to draw Madoka from Madoka Magica. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And as always, if you did like this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Take care, have fun, and goodbye.